So let's eat some. Eat some. I need to start working on it again, guys. I'm losing so much weight. No, I'm eating the wrong stuff, putting weight at the wrong spots, and losing weight at the right spots. I have not been running for a while now, so I need to start running again. I really need that. It means also the stress, also with the kids here, wake up early, then start working on clients, on the stuff, then start working now as a recruiter, or at least I get some projects to support. Then start thinking about the content that I make for you guys, how I keep sharing the story. There's a lot going on. Like, people think I'm just like relaxing my life. It just looks like there's nothing going on. But today, for instance, like while I was working on the website, I was also at the same time taking care of the kids. But it doesn't feel the same as working for a company. This is what I love, because I'm doing it. I'm having fun building up those websites and working with businesses directly. I'm having fun, really. So whoever needs a website out there for free, hit me up. It's not, getting some experience and getting better. I can do it for free, definitely. But you know how complex it is to create a website? And the creation part is not even the hardest part. The creation part is the most easiest one. The technical part, what I've learned now in like 4 months, I can't believe I'm able to make websites right now. It's crazy. Never thought about it. But it brings me the flexibility that I need to be able to travel and so on. And what I was saying is that technical part is quite complex, but the information is out there. Like with the eye, you can do so many things, and you can learn like so many things on a daily basis. The design is pretty easy. To understand the technical part, it takes time. It's like reading a complex book that you don't understand, but then you keep on reading, and from page to page, you start understanding the complex language and start like getting familiar with the terminology and so on. That after 1 week or 2 weeks, you're more comfortable. So this is what happened with the technical part when it comes to coding, understanding coding. Also when it comes to like creating a website and so on. It's very interesting what happened. What happened there? Can you schlafen? So we're moving forward, which is good. And now, since the setup is built up, just watch the last video. Since the setup is built up, I'll be mainly focused on getting clients, on getting more clients. And if you like the process, then you're gonna like the videos, because everything is real. And I hope whoever is willing to leave their 9-to-5 job and be more happy or more flexible in his life, to just follow the steps. I was making a huge mistake. I was kind of focused on creating something new all the time, and totally forgot or totally missed to use my experience, like what I've been doing for rotated. 1 second, maybe like that is possible. Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Okay. Actually, what I was doing wrong, I was mainly focused on creating something new and totally missed that I bring already some experience in some areas. So whoever is willing to leave his 9-to-5 job, if you ever work like for a company or something, you can go independent with that experience. and then reach out directly to businesses and offer you businesses. Okay, depends on what you do, but probably there's a good opportunity for you to do so. I mean, I'm doing it, and if not, then you teach yourself something new. They bring you the flexibility, and it's working. Wow, hast du viel Salz angetan? Hä? Aus Versehen? Let me get something to drink. Aus Versehen. Na, komm ich. Vielleicht habe ich nur ein Stücken erwischt. Habe ich so viel Müll gegessen, ja. Ah? Was? Ich habe nicht mit dir gesprochen. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. So, where's the people at? I like the fact that some of you guys just come, give a like, and disappear. Like a magician. So let's keep talking on therapy. Ah man, life is unbelievable. When you understand it's all about information, you just put the right information in your head. Very simple. The difficult part is the emotional part, or you have like problem issues and you have a good heart. What's the difficult part? Because if people that you love are not feeling good, are going through like a difficult process, so for you it's very difficult to stay focused and keep on providing, because you love these people, you love them. It's the only one, but if you manage to find a way to stay focused, everything will be fine. And it's also like accepting difficult situations sometimes, like tough situations sometimes. It's tough. We're all humans. Hey Greg, yeah, life is full of very material. Indeed, like kind of, like, is there some cultures do not make us familiarized with death. When somebody dies, there's some cultures we just like party, go crazy, and for you it's just a reason to party, to have fun. But most of the cultures teach us to suffer, to cry, to be sad, instead of like, some of these cultures they teach them to be happy and then enjoy the last moment of that person. I don't know how I came up with this, but I just realized that. And the funny thing also regarding your comment, Greg, is that you learn mostly from the lows instead of from the highs. From the highs, when you're way too long on the highs, you become comfortable. But when you're on the lows, it's what keeps you alive. It's what keeps you motivated. It's what gives you the energy. It's when you learn a lot. When you spend some time on the lows, and then you manage to get out of it, you understand what you learn. being in the moment. I think I'm living the best moments of my life right now, because even if I'm having so many issues, so many problems, and at the same I'm screwed, I'm relaxed. I'm really I'm relaxed. I'm not stressed, because I see the way and I see what's happening and I see what is working and what is not working. And at the end, it's all about having enough time to get there, and having enough time so that everything that you have built up until now don't collapse. But I think to manage things like that, you have to experience some other stuff in the past that bring you the quietness in you. When I'm focused right now, I don't have time, to be honest, I don't have time to think about the bad stuff. The bad stuff is there and I can change it. I don't have influence on it right now. So the 24 hours that I have is mainly focused on building something different. And since I'm mainly focused on that, it's going quite fast because my brain is mainly focused on solutions right now instead of the problems. The problems are there. I'm just kind of taking care of them, kind of being there, touching them everywhere so they can collapse. Think about them because it's not helping me at all. In all of the sides of the unique animation, instead of keep observing them and looking at them, I just manage them. But most of the time, it's mainly focused on solutions, on getting better skills, more skills, working on those skills that I've learned already, making them better, being more active now on finding clients. The money start coming in, so I become comfortable and flexible and so on. Dean, I want you to come to Pattaya. Dean, I want you to come to Pattaya. I have to come to Pattaya. How are you? How have you been? How's everybody? How are the kids? I mean, you probably know that Sam and I broke up, right? I don't have your number though. I think she had your number. Oh no. Let me know how I can reach out to you, because I'm flying back on the 15th, but mainly to Bangkok, and I mean Pattaya is not far away from Bangkok, and then Hua Hin. But if you're in Pattaya and we're close, definitely say hi. Would be nice. But yeah, Greg, you're right. You're right. You're very, very, very right with what you're saying. 3 months ago, I had no plan, brother. I just knew I don't want to go back. I knew I don't want to go back. This is it. I'm Germany now for 2 weeks, and I know this is not for me, brother. I have been working on that for many years, and now I'm making it work. You understand? I always wanted to do this step, because when I asked myself, where do you want to die? I don't see myself dying in Germany. I see myself dying on the beach or close to the beach with the margarita in my hand, relax. I don't see myself dying in a room by myself. I cannot die by myself on the beach, but it's just that I don't know why I have this picture. And I've been working on this so many years, thinking about it, and I've tried so many things to escape. But my kids always hold me back, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And then so many things happened the last half a year that I felt for the first time in my life completely alone. Hey, Lauren. I feel so lonely for the first, like 6 months ago. 6, 7. I feel really lonely, like never before in my life. I was like, why am I doing all this? Yeah, okay, for the kids and so on, but they were not even there to say like, hey dad, everything is fine, you'll be fine, you know. So I have to make the decision, and I'm so lucky that I made the decision, because jumping into the unknown world taught me so many things the last 6 months. I'm back on track. Like I don't have a reason to be sad. I don't have a reason to be demotivated. I don't have a reason to be depressive. I don't have no reasons for none of that, which is funny. Um, and now just working on building up that flexibility. It's crazy. I mean, no, I'm not gonna give up. I'm just sharing this story, like, you know, on being transparent on YouTube. Take it as a therapy. I see a lot of people going through the same stuff. They just don't know what to do or how to do it. Whoever is like willing to learn, or willing to watch or follow the story, that he can feel motivated and just leave everything behind. If they want more details, that you just can come into the chat and then ask specific questions. That's why I have the Telegram group, so people can ask, you know, like if they want to do it, then they can ask. I can respond, give like more transparent information on how am I doing it, like how am I doing it, because there's like, it looks easy, but there's a lot of things happening behind. And I want people to feel motivated. They're not forced to stay in the 9 to 5 job and keep being dependent from the system. And if they're unhappy, then they need to start making decisions. So I would never give up, because I see the path already. Like, now I have the information and I know how to get there. Before, the challenge is when you don't have the information, you don't have the path, you don't have no idea what to do. To stay motivated, to believe in something you don't see, is very difficult, very complex. But when you start like getting the information and start like getting answers to your questions, then you trust. I mean, your trust become bigger, because now you have answers to those questions. Before, it's tricky. Like 3 months ago, when I just said like, you know what, I'm leaving everything. I don't give a fuck. Like, I leave my job, everything. I quit, whatever. Like, from someone who lives in Germany to leave a job the way I left it. It's a stupid decision, because we're used to be always secure, to get always like a certain level of security here in Germany. Like, we just don't leave one thing without knowing that the next thing is secure. We're 100% sure. We don't do that here. German mentality is different. So doing that, it was crazy, but acting crazy is teaching me a lot. I'm learning faster than with my 40s. Like, I feel like 15, like 18, like 25. My brain works like crazy, man. It's crazy. It's just, I can put it in words. I'm 40 and I'm learning like this technical stuff, complex stuff. You just go into my brain and it stays there. What keeps you going? Yeah, I think I just answered the question, because now I'm seeing like answers to my questions when I don't know something. And when I'm like, now, for instance, I'm facing some complex topics, you know, when it comes to coding. But they don't feel the same as when I just started, because I was not familiar with some terms. But now that I'm familiar with some terms, I'm building up on that knowledge, so it feels much easier. So there's more synapses built that I understand what I need to do. And if I don't understand what I need to do or how to do it, I don't know where to get the information. And what keeps me motivated is what I just said. Like, I see the way, I see the path, how to get there. I see, like, now I'm just, for instance, working on 2 clients. And I'm not looking actively for clients right now, because I'm working on with them to build, to understand the process from the beginning. You know, like, clients come up with questions. they help you bring your knowledge on the next level. So I don't understand anything or everything, but having those questions made me think, maybe look for the information, maybe like give myself an update and so on. So I have collected like more information now, and that information that I have collected is kind of giving me the trust, because I see like if I can do it with one client, I can do it with two clients. If I can do it with two clients, I can do it with four clients. If I can do it with four clients, I can do it with 8 clients. If I can do it with 10 clients, I can do it with 100 clients. And once I see all that, it's not about motivation anymore. It's not like, it's not about motivation anymore. To be honest, like, is like, oh man, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Like, you need motivation at the beginning when you don't see the path, when you don't have that information, or when you don't understand how you're gonna make it. You need that information. You need the motivation. You need something to keep you moving. You know, like you need to believe in something that you don't see. But if you stay like, if you keep on going and you just start collecting the information, like doors start like opening, or the puzzle start like showing itself. And once you start like seeing the puzzle, or you create like a basis, you see something, there's no motivation needed at all. Motivation is not needed at all, because now you see something and you just know, okay, I have to add that piece here, and I have to add the piece there, and I have to stay on track, and I have to analyze, okay, if this is working, then I stay here. If I try this and it's not working, then I just leave it. So I think it's also like having the skill of observing at the same time what's going on. But motivation is only at the beginning, not at the end, not after 3 months. Because now I have the basis. If you watch the last video, I have the basis. I have like 3 sources of incomes. First, working as an independent recruiter, reaching out to businesses out there. LinkedIn is gonna give me the leads. It's crazy. LinkedIn gives me all the information. The people, they probably need my support, or they have issues, problems, that I can deliver solutions to. And at the end, it's all about like doing solutions. The second thing is what I told myself without knowing that second thing would help me so much on being more flexible, you know, like web design and so on, like understanding coding and these AI tools and so on. And the third thing is YouTube, sharing the process and so on. And I was doing a mistake. I was making a mistake, actually. I was mainly focused on YouTube, sharing the story, but I noticed like, okay, I'm sharing the story, but whenever I want to share something, I don't have nothing to tell or to share. So I have to switch something there and be more focused on what I'm doing. You know, like put myself in a position that I'm learning, doing something, and then at the end, get the YouTube to tell the story, because I'm doing something so I can talk about it. So it's a lot happening, like it's a lot of happening at the same time. Because I don't want to be honest, guys, I feel offended if I just like do stupid content. You know, we're gonna do stupid content. For sure gonna do stupid content. We're gonna do the stuff, and we're gonna go out, we're gonna meet people, we're gonna party, we're gonna do all this stuff, you know. But more is like it's a relaxed part. The mainly part will be mainly focused on building something from zero. But I just don't want to do that. Like, I feel like information is so valuable. Like content has such a high level of value that I feel like it's stupid if I just give you guys the junk information, the stupid information that the information that, I don't know, keeps you just attached to these things right here. So yeah, but yeah, I think this is what keeps me motivated, to be honest. But you're honestly in the best part of the journey right now. Believe it or not, the actual race is always better than. Greg, I have heard that many times, brother. I've like the path is the goal, or the path is the the goal. And I think it's because of what you learn. You know, like I'm learning so much stuff, brother. It's crazy. I'm learning to calm down when I'm stressed. I'm learning to get a rest. when I feel like my brain is not working, I'm learning to do stuff and then wait a second, analyze it, and then be like, okay, what is working, what's not working, and then leave what is not working. I'm learning on prioritizing at the same time. I'm learning on keeping my body like like have like a physical balance, not too much, not too less, you know. I'm learning so fast right now, like it's crazy. I'm learning to learn fast, to be honest, or I'm observing like how fast I'm learning new stuff. So there is a lot happening, and I think this is the goal. This is the path. You know, this is actually the experiences. The funny thing is that also with what I'm learning right now regarding the websites and whatever I'm doing, I always hit a point where I'm like, oh fuck, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Like, like, okay, what's next? It's the first time, like lately, lately, with a client, he asked me something like, yeah, but you know what? In the future, I want to be able to upload my own pictures and upload my videos and maybe adjust here and there my own text and so on. Is it possible? And I was like, hey, I don't like. I didn't answer that. I didn't answer. Sorry, Alter. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm fine, brother. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. I didn't answer a question, but he gave me a question. The first thing that I did was just like, let's get the information somewhere. And then I found the information, the solution, and I was like, okay, wait a second. What the heck is sanity? It took me like half a day to understand what is sanity and use the tool and understand how the customer or client is going to use the tool. And for me, it was very complex to understand the tool and how I'm going to implement that tool in the process chain when it comes to create a website. But I'm always facing those new things like, okay, oh fuck, how am I going to do that? Like, you know, I don't know. And when I face that, I have like a pattern already that I recognize. I'm like, nice, let's look for new information. Let's learn something new. And once it's learned, you get an update, you deliver the answer. And the funny thing is that when you not only learn for yourself, but you learn to teach someone something, your brain works different. Your brain just remembers stuff much different when you just learn for yourself. So if I'm learning like about this tool and I have to explain it to the client how it will be working, not even explain it, but at least like I'm more taking care of the technical part, you know, answering his question, delivering solutions to his question, and I have to explain it, I'm gonna remember everything. It's crazy how the brain works. It's just crazy. But none of these guys, none of this would be possible. Like the level of observation that I have on myself, analyzing myself, subjective and psychology wise, wouldn't be possible if I would not have certain information. Like if I would have not like reached out to a book years ago. You know, now we're in the making process, but I have been years studying a lot of stuff, reading a lot of stuff, you know, like science, psychology, neuroscience, and how the brain works, and everything regarding the mind and so on. So none of this stuff that I'm doing right now would be possible if I don't bring their understanding, or at least like 1% of understanding of what is happening, because it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. So it's very interesting. So Alta, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing very good. Yo, if you miss some, then go to his channel, brother. To her channel. He has a channel called Some Story, something like that. Go and say hi. You know, she'll be happy. She'll be happy. And there's also one thing. I'm in my zone right now. Like I'm so happy where I am now. Did I have room? I have feelings for sure, but I don't have room for a relationship right now. I'm so good where I am right now, guys. You know, I'm so good where I am right now. I could like, I can't believe that I'm saying that. I'm so comfortable and so happy, and also having my boys around, and just like, and the level of freedom that I feel inside, even having all of those issues and problems and whatever, but the level of freedom that I have with myself, I could die tomorrow. To be honest, I could die tomorrow. I'm fine with myself. That's crazy. It's really crazy. So when I'm moving to Thailand, um, so the plan changed a little bit because my son is leaving the clinic, um, and talking about it and seeing your comments and everything. I mean, I love my son anyway. I just was just looking for. I was actually, my idea was to have the system coming up with the solution, because they, until the time that I was here, they didn't give me the right answers or give us the right answers or solution for my son. They were like, you know, they were not doing the job. So that's why I was like, I could take the whole responsibility. That's what they did. Now we can solutions. My son spent there like 2 months. So my plan now is gonna be released next week, on the 11th. So come up with him for 3 weeks to Thailand. Just stay there. Just have like a quality time, father-son time. He needs more attention than the others. Have like a great time with him. Then come back. He'll go to school, and then pack my stuff together. Do my visa request. I'm actually in the procedure right now. I'm half of the procedure. It's half already. And yeah, and then leave right away. If I don't get an answer for the visa, then I'll probably go to Vietnam for a longer time, because in Vietnam you can stay like 3 months. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then stay in Vietnam until I get like a response or an answer to the visa. And once I have the confirmation, I go back to Thailand. Yeah, and with DTV visa, I can stay like up to 5 years. Every 3 months, I have to leave, this and that. But then I'll be fine in Hua Hin and staying there. I don't want to clean other areas in Thailand. If I want to have fun, we're going to have fun, people. I'm single. I'm working hard. I have fun. I'm going to create like, I'm gonna work hard, like get drunk, drugs, whatever. I don't take drugs. Once in a while, I'm gonna have a drink, meeting people, you know, travel. If the money is coming in, stay in Thailand, because Thailand is very cheap, you know. So this is actually how it's gonna be. I'm happy that you understand it. I'm very happy, because cognitive wise, you know. I know how you feel, bro. You finally got to the point where you had peace. Yeah, brother. Oh, this is such a good feeling, man. And it has been like this. Like now, now that I have like the basis, you know, that I just need to focus on one thing, like get clients. So that everything that I'll be doing now from tomorrow on is just like go on LinkedIn, reach out to people. Here I am. Then look on YouTube. Pretty much what I'll be doing. You know, this is pretty much what I'll be doing. Reaching out to people all the time. Website for free. You need support on recruiting. Website. These only two things. You know, copy paste, like crazy. Like 100 messages, 200 messages on a daily basis. It's a numbers game. So I don't have time to be like, oh my God, he didn't reply. Oh my God, he's saying no. I don't have time for that. You know, I'm also using it through the content, like sharing what I'm doing. So some people start like texting already and stuff under the comments like, hey, I need a website. Call me in the Telegram, let's talk, you know? So it's gonna work. It's gonna work because everybody, like, there's a lot of people creating a business. They need marketing. If you don't have marketing, if you're like a digital card, they won't sell anything. And besides that, I can also do content. I can make content for them. I can like give some consultation, like any kind of stuff that they need. So I'm 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 fine. Like now it's just about like sales, like being active, and then sharing the process, sharing like the successes, the failures. People are not answering. People like what I'm sharing, customers and so on. So this everything pretty much what I'll be doing. The very I think it's the best option through Muay Thai because I wanna stay active. I wanna learn, and I want my son also to practice Muay Thai. Yeah, very 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 happy. Mish, hadi makan Mish. What I mean, Mish. Huh? Nicht vergessen. Was? Nicht vergessen. Wer hat's gegessen? Nicht gegessen. Wer hat gegessen? Ich. Du hast nicht gegessen? Ja. Ja, dann isst doch. Rico? You don't want to go to sleep. That's why you're like this. I have the same peace too, man. And it's hard to explain to other people who don't have that peace. It's like they don't understand, Craig. They don't understand it. But I'm so in peace with myself that I don't care if I understand it or not. To get to that level, you have to start studying yourself, not outside, inside. Understand your emotions, how they are triggered. Understand your environment, where you're like this. Study a little bit the human beings. We all function the same. Some have some errors in them, some others not. Some have problems in them, some others not. Like, but we all function the same. When you start studying the functions of the human beings, like the biological body, you want to learn a lot. And with understanding come peace. When understanding come peace, or acceptance come peace. Something we have to learn too. Learn to accept stuff that we don't have influence on. So relax a little bit. But if they don't, I don't care. Like, I just care about like learning, getting better, and then giving information to whoever is willing to listen from the process that I'm going through. And I want to share it from the beginning. I don't want to share it when I'm there already, because most of the people share already when they are there. But the whole, like, to document the process, the struggle, no one come to the idea because they're mainly focused on getting there. But I'm in the past, I'm in the present, and I'm in the future, which is crazy because I live in this struggle and issues and problems, but my mind is already in the future. I'm already somewhere. Like, my mind is already somewhere else. I can explain it. My mind feels already somewhere, but my mind is somewhere else. As long as you have 500,000 baht in the bank, you should get it. I hope so, but if not, then I'll find a solution. I'll find a solution somehow, Like, some of you guys have been very supportive. Like, some of you guys, I don't have, like, now just like 3 people watching, but some of you guys, when I share the story with my son and everything, have give some money, like, and I was like, oh my God, I never expect that. I'm just sharing my story. So some of you guys supporting a lot on this journey. So it's also like a huge help. And some of you guys want me to succeed as well. Not even the closest circle to me want me to succeed, which is crazy. Like, you spend so much time with people sometimes, and the closest one don't kind of believe in you. But people you don't know, people you just share the story with, they believe more in you than the closest one, which is crazy. I don't understand the dynamic there, but I accept the dynamic and just move on. So we want to find a solution to that. This is what I've learned. There's a certain pattern. Whenever I have a problem, I find a solution. Yeah, 13k euros. Should be fine. Maybe 20,000k, whatever. We'll be fine. And if not, then we go to Vietnam. We'll stay there 3 months. You know, keep on building the budget. You know, I have to get to know Vietnam anyway too. So I have to check Vietnam too. I love Thailand, but I have to check Vietnam too. So let's see. You know, like the point is that something that I'm learning also is it doesn't matter what happened. You need to keep on moving. It doesn't matter what happens. You need to keep on moving. If you stay quiet, you know, like whatever challenge you face, problems you face, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. So, but if you keep on moving, it doesn't matter what direction. You just keep on moving. If you keep this machine on moving, this mindset on moving, the whole system on moving, your system is gonna keep learning. It's gonna keep like getting new information if you keep on moving. And if you get new information, it's like getting new perspectives, new knowledge. But if you just get stuck and don't move, don't do nothing, and then they tend to relax and then to get depressed and so on, then it's the biggest mistake you can do. I completely agree, bro. My mind is already months ahead. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the struggles, because when you finally reach the goal and everything works out, you remember the struggle. Yeah. And I'm sometimes even like beyond the future, because when I get the goal, I need to start thinking about the next thing, you know, like that keeps you busy. Something, I mean, you heard the stories. When people are successful and they get to the level, it's what happened, let's say, when you have been working for many years, like 40, 50, 60 years, and you stop working right away, like from one moment to another, and you don't have like plan B, plan C or something to keep yourself busy, you get depressive. You don't know what to do. So if you don't find like an occupation for you, you're gonna get stressed. This is what happened the same when you have been living with people for many years, you know, with your partner, let's say like 30, 45, 50 years, the person dies. Then she dies and you're just there like without an occupation, like being busy. Brother, you're gonna die after 2 weeks of being lonely, being sad and whatever. So that's what I mean, like you need to get the understanding on how your body works. And once you understand that, you're gonna get yourself with the mind that you have out of those weird, crazy situations, you know? But something you have to study, you know? This is actually the basis of everything. Sometimes you have to be delusional a little bit. Yeah, brother. I say like, being crazy is also a way of thinking. This is my thing. It's just people don't understand it. So you have to be delusional and crazy. You have to believe in your vision so much that even without seeing it, yeah. But the funny thing is that you can, brother, you can, like when you start playing with your mind on that level, man, you see stuff that I'm like, oh my God, it's crazy. So you need to keep telling yourself what's going on. Like you need to keep, this is what I mean. At the beginning it's all about motivation, but once you like keep on moving and start like getting results, answers to what you're doing, like little signs, not much, but little signs. The fact that somebody yesterday donated 10 euros or before like $60 and before like some gifts and so on. Those are the little gifts that I'm talking about. If you switch your focus to those little signs and try to just get attached to them, brother, it's gonna help you a lot to stay on track. But if you're doing a lot and you don't get not even little signs, you're screwed, because the only thing that you have is motivation. And if you don't have the information on how to actually stay motivated and stay focused and so on, because doing everything spontaneously, then you have the most difficult job ever. But I'm not on that level. First of all, I have information, how things work. Second of all, I have some experiences already, like some signs already, and these signs are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So the topic of feeling motivated or of the question of like needing motivation is not in my case. It's just different. So this analyzing it like that is how I see it. But yeah, it's interesting. It's quite interesting. Sometimes you have to be delusional a little bit. Yeah. Thinking crazy is also a way of thinking. It's just people don't understand it. And it's fun. It's fun being like that, correct? It's so fun being like that, brother. Really, life it feels different. It feels just you feel free. You feel like I can do everything. It's crazy. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Now, see, it's how it is, Greg. It's how it is. There's also one thing, like when you understand like those dynamics, you move different. I was like, sometimes there's this. How can I say, like there's a saying. I don't know what movie that is. I think it was Wolf of Wall Street. He says something like, "If you think in pennies, you're gonna get pennies. If you think in dollars, you're gonna get dollars." Which means like you sometimes to think bigger. And it was actually happening for me or to me a couple of weeks ago. I was willing to create something, to create a business and doing this and that, but I was thinking way too small. I was thinking about like in the content area to solve the problem from content creators that were willing to kind of make out of like long videos, short videos. That's what I was thinking all the time. Like content creators, I was like, okay, let's do that. I'm familiar with that experience. I know how to cut videos. Should be easy. I understand the AI tools, whatever. But then I was like, wait a second. There's so many businesses out there. They don't have a website. They don't know how to do some marketing for them. And my mind switched. Or I was like, if you want to make money, you need to help businesses, brother. Like, easy. Help businesses. Like, do not just help people. Businesses. They have the money already. They're selling certain products. Like people are consuming this product. It doesn't matter what kind of product they're consuming, either digital or physical, whatever food. They're consuming this product. So focus on businesses, brother. And when I did that, I was like, okay, wait, let's focus on businesses, but I don't have like a product for them. And then I found this AI tool, and I was like, okay, this is it. And now I have my first two clients. I don't wanna start yet with more clients because I wanna do the process from A to the end. But in a couple of days, I'll be able to do it. Like, actually, I can reach out already tomorrow. But I want to understand the process. Like, I'm building the basis already. Like, I'm building a structure behind. While I'm working on with some clients, I'm building a structure behind. Like how to pitch, how to reach out, how to make an offer. All of this stuff. I could even get mad at them because everyone doesn't have the mindset to do big risks and big things the way. At first, I was very upset that my family didn't support me, but yeah, you're right. You're right with that. No one believed in me. I know. No one. Brother, no one. You understand that? Nobody, brother, believe in me. No one. So I feel you. 100%. but I'm so focused, right? Like I'm so focused that like nothing is coming here. I'm like this, because every time that I sit at my computer and my to work on it on the website, I see more no more knowledge coming. I see more knowledge coming into my brain, and I become more confident and more aware of what I'm doing. Like my level of confidence getting bigger and bigger and bigger every time that I sit there and just learn something new. Bro, they know. Trust me, they don't. They don't. I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy, and they hope. They hope something works out. You know. But when someone believes in you, they reach out to you in a different level. You know. But when they don't reach out, then you know this is it. This is it. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Because as I said before, like I don't need motivation. I just need to sit down. If I ever feel like motivation that I don't think, I just need to think about the little signs that I already have. But since I'm already working and have some clients already, I just need to sit there and work on the projects and so on. Like I don't need motivation. I don't need motivation at all. The connection is bad, right? The connection is bad. Wow. So you know what? It's crazy when no one believes in you. When you try something new and everybody is just like complaining and judging at first. Wait this, wait that, that. Okay, at least when you see that, you see like they care about you as a person. You know. The crazy thing is when no one reach out to you. When no one reach out to you, this is the crazy thing. Like not even a good morning. Like what are you doing there? No one reached out to you. This is actually crazy. But I sit every day on my computer and I'm learning something new. And every time I see it, I become more confident. I build up on the knowledge that I already bring. And that feeling is just priceless. They can say whatever they want to say. They can think whatever they want to think. As I said before, like physical, I'm here, but my mind is already somewhere else. Yeah. Oh, and one thing here, Greg, you're probably familiar with this. When you put yourself in uncomfortable situations and you're kind of in a survival modus that you have to do stuff, brother, that's when you work, that's when you perform the best. When you are in uncomfortable situations and you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, like on purpose, you know, like quit your job without knowing what's gonna happen, you know, like without having the answer to what's gonna happen next. Just fucking quit your job. Do it. The next day you'll be like, okay, fuck, I need to do something. When that happens, brother, you're gonna move stones, you're gonna move mountains, you're gonna be so creative, you're gonna find solutions, you're gonna find, bro, your head works different when you put yourself in uncomfortable, difficult situations, trust me. But you have to put it, you have to do it on purpose. Like when you're not used to live on the street and be fucked up and so on, and you don't know how it feels to be on the street, and their fear, you know, their fear is gonna keep you alive and gonna give you the creativity and the power that you need to keep on moving. you know. So put yourself in uncomfortable situations on purpose. Leave everything behind. Act crazy. Your body's gonna do the rest. Your mind's gonna take care of everything. Trust me on that. Make the machine work. Like, make the machine work. The machine is gonna work when the machine is to deliver. You know, if you just like comfortable all the time, everything's relaxed and set up and so on, and you're not like challenging your brain, it's not gonna work. When you challenge your brain, bring yourself in uncomfortable situations, brother, oh my God. So there is something there. So you have, to be honest, you have always to be in uncomfortable situations. That should be the goal. Be always in uncomfortable situations. One thing I would tell you is no matter how low you get, man, please never give. No, never. Or a majority no one believe. Everyone told me to stop pursuing my dream. I keep going. Never, brother. Like, I don't have nothing. Like, I left everything behind. Like, I made my promise. I'm not going back. I'm not going to a fucking 9 to 5 job. Never. Never. This is like being in jail, to be honest. Like, with that flexibility that I'm building up right now, I could make millions if I just stay on track with that flexibility. And it's not really work. I'm talking to you, like, we're talking, we're chatting right now, you know, like, it's my passion, what I'm sharing with you right now. So things are changing, you know, like, give me some years and we'll be talking different. Going back to a 9 to 5 job would be always reminding me, like, what would have happened if I stayed doing the same thing that I was doing before. And as I said before, like, my mind's on a different level. Like, I'm doing this and I know that I'm not going back. I can go back anytime, but I don't feel comfortable going back because I don't like where I was before. And even if I don't have much right now, I love it being here. You know, it was so fun today. I work on the website. I wake up very early. I work on the website. I brought the kids to the kindergarten. I spent some time with my son. Then I brought them to a birthday party. Got the car, put it in the car, drove them there, read a book, came back, work a little bit on the website. That flexibility is priceless, brother. I don't want to go back to a 9 to 5 job where I'm just like in the fucking office from 9 to 5 or from 8 to 4 or 5, whatever, sometimes even 6. I have to wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning, get breakfast, go into the office, work with people that are emotionally completely unstable, you know, follow a vision from someone else who managed to give a life to the vision, get a certain salary. Like, I'm just exchanging my time for that salary, then come back home tired, you know, no time for my kids, not willing to play, just sit on the couch and be relaxed because it was a long day, I'm exhausted. No, don't go to the gym because I want to spend time with the kids, or go to the gym because I want to relax a little bit. So always in the dynamic, but most of the time mainly doing something that is not attached to passion or to something that I love. I don't see myself there, brother. I'd rather have less, but I'm free, you know? And that's why I'm going to Thailand, because Thailand's gonna help me to survive longer until we hit the level that we wanna be at. Because expenses there are much lower, you know, the life quality is different there. So I'm not just going there to have fun. I'm going there because it's part of the plan, to survive longer and create like a safety environment where I can be working, I can focus on work, at the same time have fun, but also with a very good level of quality life. So I'm not going back. And if I have to sacrifice some time because I miss sometimes with my kids, then I have to do it. But I'm working on building up something much bigger than where I was before. I don't want the 70,000 baht salary a year or 80,000, 80 to 90,000 dollars, euros, whatever a year, having 5 kids, brother. It's not gonna work. Living in a small apartment where, okay, everybody has his room and so on, but the apartment is fine, but the food and all of the stuff, you can't afford it with $80,000 with 5 kids. It's not possible. You know, like you can afford a car, you can afford nothing. So I'm not going back. Definitely not. And if I have to sacrifice some time with my kids, then I'm gonna fucking do it because I'm working on building up something much, much bigger than where it was before. You know? So look, now I have a brand new apartment and all my bills are paid easily now and I'm going to keep growing. That's exactly, brother. Exactly. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I said, like, cognitive wise, I feel ready to be on the level. I just need to bring myself physically also on the level. And this is actually the journey that I'm going through right now. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm in. You know? And we're having fun, like, you know, it's funny, like, I don't care what people think. I don't care if people watch the videos and go like, oh my God, this guy's crazy. I don't give a fuck, like, over my closest circle. Like, I just want them to see, you know, because I know everybody's unhappy. They want to do exactly the same. Like, they want to be free, but they don't dare to do it. They don't have the balls to leave everything behind. I put myself also on purpose in this situation because I don't want to go back. I need to show myself. I need to prove myself. You know. Hey, Christina, did you have to leave in your car? Paul, okay, that didn't happen to me, but it's also interesting. It's also interesting. I'm happy that I'm not there yet. I mean, I don't think I'm going there, but if they like, I don't even have a car. I'm probably going back to my mom's place for a time, for a certain time. But since I said before, like even going to my mom's place until I'm back on my feet, living in Germany is very expensive. Now that I know Thailand, how it is there, that you can live with much less, would be the most stupid decision ever, to be honest. Yeah. Hi Christina, how are you? Came a little bit late, Christina. Man, life is beautiful. Life is so beautiful. Life is so beautiful. Life is really fucking beautiful. I just wish like people would appreciate information, and we'd like be more careful what they consume. But you will open your eyes when you understand the influence of information. You will open your eyes when you understand like personality was built up by information that you already brought with in your genes and that you consume from your environment. This is actually the two main factors that give you information to build up the personality and character that you have. If you understand that, then you need to start like making decisions, being aware of like what kind of information you're gonna let in your brain. or what kind of information you're gonna learn. When you see that and understand that, things are gonna change drastically, because you'll be careful watching a movie. You'll be careful watching videos on TikTok, on YouTube. You'll be careful about what you read, about what you learn, about who you talk to, who you listen to. You know, when you appreciate information, your whole mindset changes. Your perspective changes. You appreciate, and when you understand in detail the influence of information, you see the world just fucking different. You see everything. You see why companies, huge brands, Google, Apple, Netflix, how they work like that, why they're so successful. You understand why marketing is everywhere. Everywhere. Like the fact that this package right here have so many colors and signs and different structures and little pictures. It's not just because they came up with this. No, they started the brain, you know, to make this appealing for the human brain. When you go to the supermarket, like brains are fighting with each other. Who create the best product, like the most appealing product for the consumer? It's crazy when you. But yeah, let's keep on watching stupid videos. Yes, I live in my car for 3 months and survive off of McDonald's every day, the cheapest meals they had. And if it were a cost, but I was starting my business on the Wi-Fi, and that's what I'm talking about, brother. Greg, that's what I'm talking about. You know, like this is exactly like, okay, this is different level, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't care what people are saying, because whenever I sit there and put like in my computer and I learn something new and I put more information into my little brain and I add a little piece to this puzzle, I become more confident. You know, the poor is poor because he doesn't have the information. He's desperate. He's just acting like crazy. You know, the rich is rich because they have a lot of information. He maybe was happy to grow up in an environment where people had already that information. So it's very easy to give it. If you're rich and you have information and you give it to your kid, so the probability that your kid become rich is much higher than someone who don't have the opportunity. You know, and everybody has the opportunity these days with internet, with books, with you can find information everywhere. Everywhere. The crazy thing is that our environment makes us blind. Religions make us blind. It is, Christina. It is like we all have the same brain. What is different is the software that we have in each brain, but we all function the same. You know, we all function the same. When I look around and I see a bunch of people, I just see like hard disks on 2 feet. I don't see white, black. I don't see that kind of stuff. I just see like a hard disk with software inside on 2 feet, you know, and the one have more information than the other, but might be junk information. The other one has more quality information. Depends also on the experiences, the environment, you know, like the genes, everything. But at the end, it's just that hard disk system with information on 2 feet. You know, and some of us stop giving information to this little brain. But it's actually what we need, information all the time. This brain needs like I like to talk about it because you guys make me creative. When you stop giving your brain information, it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop working. You can just repeating. So it's not like adding any pieces to the puzzle. It's boring. You feel like nothing makes sense. But it's actually how we're constructed. It's how we work. You know, we're able to learn everything. I mean, take that for a second. Take that for a second. We're able to learn everything. The system just says like, oh yeah, you're 40. You shouldn't be learning to, I don't know, to be an astronaut. It's way too complicated. It's the system that says that. But your brain will work until you die. You know? Your brain will work until you die. This is crazy. It's not crazy, like it's something unbelievable. You're able to learn everything. Every fucking thing. It's crazy, dude. Like, think for a second when I'm talking. You know, I want to learn to fly an airplane. Go in there, consume the information, have the experience, sit down, you know, fly your thing. Give me half a year and I'll be fine. I'll be flying a fucking airplane. We can learn languages, we can learn businesses, we can learn literally. Bro, every fucking thing. Like, Greg, everything. Like, we don't understand what's going on. Like, we have to choose what we want to learn, you know? Like, and understanding is different than really learning and saving the information in your body, in your brain, and so on. It takes time. Like, it takes time to make out of what we learn a skill. It takes time because we learn slow. We understand. Once we understand something, there's a different types of learning, to be honest. Once you save the information and you are ready to perform it, is when it's really safe. But it takes time to work like that. It takes really time. The body is not that fast. You know, when you learn to drive a car, it takes some time to get familiar with all the movements, like look in the mirror, look left, look right, and you know, like manage the car and everything. And then once you learn it, then you realize, wait a second, okay, this is one step, but I will need to be better. And it's just like checking out the area outside that I don't kill no one. So it takes time to get a skill. It doesn't matter what skill. Our brain just, hey Diana, our brain works just fucking different, you know, and our body is learn slow, very, very slow. And once we understand that, and something very interesting also is that when you learn something or a topic from the beginning, from the right beginning, it feels like, you know, hitting the wall all the time. All the time. But when you just like bring a certain level of experience and then you decided to work on that, it feels more comfortable because you already have like some synapses, some knowledge. You're just adding pieces to it. When somebody starts a new topic from the beginning, they'll be like, oh my God, it's so difficult. Oh my God, I can do this. Oh my God, nah, leave it. It's because they don't have fucking synapses in the brain. You know, they don't understand what they're doing. They don't understand learning. But if you understand learning, you're gonna be able to choose the right perspective, stay attached to it, be patient, and give yourself at least like 3 weeks. And after those 3 weeks, create like a basis and then keep on working. And I'm talking about every fucking topic. What's up, bro? We learn from our mistakes, and loads of people are scared of mistakes, so they give up after messing up. That's exactly, yeah, not knowing that if they keep going, they would master what they were trying to learn. It is a secret there, Greg. It is a secret there, but only those who bring the skill of observing and maybe were lucky enough to, through motivation, go through it, will understand what you're talking about, brother, because I understand you. I understand you, and I'm learning that. Like I'm learning a lot about that too, and that's why I can stay or keep on moving because I have that understanding. But you're right, they give up. They just give up. They just give up because they don't they don't think they don't compare what the moments when they started, the moments where they're at. They don't compare the moments, and they don't see the patterns. Once you start like identifying patterns, and I never thought I would understand that sentence, but here we are. Once you start like understanding patterns, then yeah, you get the answer to everything. To be honest, because it's all about patterns. That's why I love chess. That's why I love chess. Like when I started chess, man, I had no idea how to play chess. I was so bad. I didn't understand the game, not at all. But then I started like reading about it, and then I started like understanding the game. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. The beginning you have so many chances to just position yourself. Depending on how you put your figures there, you're gonna have a good game, you're gonna have a bad game, or you're gonna have a so-so game. And you suddenly are in the middle game, you know. You're in the middle game, and then you realize, oh fuck, I'm in the middle game right now, so I need to change my strategy. And then you pass the middle game, you're in the end game. But if you, like, it's crazy. Like when I started chess, I didn't see none of that. And the more you play chess, you see the patterns. Now I can attack the queen and the king suddenly at like the same time. So it's in check. Alright, bye bye queen. So all of the stuff you start seeing that because you start getting familiar with that. You know. But yeah, keep on watching TikTok videos. I don't know why this channel got recommended to me, man. But I completely understand your journey from my own experiences. I know that you're gonna achieve what you want, man. That's special more than you. Thanks you, brother. I don't know it either, but just because of that, you probably saw something that you can relate to, and you probably are much farther than I am right now. But you see yourself in exactly in that process, and I decided to share the process. I decided to be very honest to everyone because I didn't see that, and it's a long process. Like, don't take me serious. Like this can take years. But I don't see like anyone sharing the struggle, sharing the moments where you feel ashamed, sharing the moments where you feel sad, sharing the moment where you're desperate, sharing the moment when nobody trusts you, when nobody loves you, when nobody supports you. Like I don't see that nowhere. And I was like, okay, with that understanding that I have, because you gotta understand that emotions play a huge role in all this. Like, but if you're not like, emotionally stable where you are, I wouldn't be able to talk about it. I'll be because whenever I say something, whenever like talk about it, it would trigger myself. So I wouldn't be emotionally mature to talk about it. But since I have the understanding on certain stuff, I feel fine and comfortable talking about it and sharing the journey without like feeling ashamed of my mistakes or failures and so on. And this is what no people like people don't see that because they don't understand what's going on. Like you understand, correct? I'm telling you that right now because I know you understand that what I'm telling you right now. But most of the people who watch the videos, they don't know me. Like they think I'm the stupid cunt. You understand? Like they think, oh, this is a stupid guy, just like whatever he's doing. They don't know. They don't know what is they don't know me. They don't know me like it's like with actors. Look, have a look at actors. You see them playing in a movie, like acting like I don't know, the stupid guy in the movie, and you're just like, oh my god, it's so stupid. Ha 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 ha. And you think really that guy is that stupid? Actors. Actors is the most crazy job ever because you play with your mind all the time. You're always playing like every movie a different character, different qualities, different mindset, a different mission, a different problem, a different conflict. So you're always changing your mind. You're mainly busy on storytelling all the time. It can fuck you up, to be honest. I don't have a huge respect from some actors because uh, like this guy Ledger from Dark Knight from Batman. This guy killed himself. It was way too much for him. You know, he killed himself, and a lot of actors have killed themselves too. You don't play with the mind, and you shouldn't play with your mind. What I'm trying to say is that these people are way too smart. And when you decide to go for content, like I'm missing some skills in content and so on. I'm learning on still on that. But when you decide to go on content, you're doing a lot and more than just like entertaining people. You're getting into people's mind. You know, like you can trigger something with a picture. You can trigger something in somebody's mind with the color. You can trigger something with a sound, music. You know, with the story. You know, like you just say like I don't know how my channel was shown to you, but you saw something and then you stay here and then you just being triggered by something. So I'm not stupid. You know, I'm not stupid. I'm just like, I feel fine sharing the most vulnerable moments of my life because I can manage them. And I wish people would see through the videos, you know, but they don't see them because they just see the guy. They just see, some people just see, to be honest, the projection of themselves on some videos. You know, when you shit on someone, when you do shit, when you do mistakes, all of this stuff, they don't really see the Rico. They just see something that they feel triggered by. And this is a different, how can I say it? This is something different. It took me 4 years of loneliness and struggle, but a lot of fun of tunnel vision. Exactly, you have to get there. And I was there too. Corona time was my time. I had to stay tunnel vision like a soldier in the battle. Yeah, like a soldier. I understand you, brother. I understand you. You know, when I made my decision to go to move to Thailand and be by myself, the first 2 weeks, I felt like that. I felt like my body was completely disconnected from everything around, and was looking for any kind of connection. So it feels comfortable and familiar with the environment. Was learning. This is a learning process. This is a learning process. You know, when the body, I mean, you're gonna feel it when you change your environment, that your body feels weird. He's learning. He's learning. So it's uncomfortable, but it's learning. And you have to go through the process, to be honest. You have to go through the process. Yeah, you have to be by yourself sometimes. Just be by yourself. I come here to listen something in the background while I work, and these topics are my favorite for what? Many years running away from myself, and the last is reinventing myself, thanks to accepting myself, learning and continuing and crying like a baby. And this is how it is. This is how it is. By the way, this is my little sister right there, Diana. Like, oh, I can tell a lot of stories about Diana and myself. Like we both have the same father. She was just lucky enough to grow up with him. I met my father after 30 years, and we met for the first time like all together last year. So Greg and Christina, a little secret. That's my little sis right there. And something I will never forget is something that she said. She always wanted like a bigger brother, but she had no idea that she has an older brother. And then after so many years, she found out that she has an older brother living in Europe, in Germany. So it's crazy. Life is crazy. This is one of the stories that that I have to share someday too, you know, and that emotionally wise taught me a lot. Uh, and we're so similar. Like we were actually having a conversation a couple of days ago, and she was talking. I was listening to her, and I was like, "Oh my God, we have like genes. Like genes don't lie. Like it's crazy. Like, the fact that I get so mad when somebody says something that it feels unfair, and I'm gonna no, and I start fighting and crying, and and then seeing how she reacted because we're having a conversation about that shows me like we're the same. Like it's crazy. So genes don't lie. Like genes don't lie. So there's my little sister right there. But yeah, it's late, guys. 10:30. And I love this shot, to be honest. This the kind of, as Diana said, the kind of information that I need on a daily basis. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And one day I have to make the decisions to choose the right perspective when it comes to my life and stop like being offended and sad and depressive and so on. I have this right here. Let me show you this. Let me show you something to you guys. You guys see that? Constant and never-ending development and improvement. And this is based on everything, on every topic, every area, everything in life. It's all about learning, and just passing to the next. Learning, getting better, improving it, developing. It's all about that. It's constant and never-ending development and improvement. So this is my mantra. This is my motto. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, little sis, Diana, my little sis. And see you guys tomorrow. And thank you for supporting. Sergi, thank you for watching the videos to the end. Thank you for commenting. If you haven't watched the last video, please go and check it so you know how I'm gonna make money because we found a way. Thank you for being there. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Thank you for sharing your experiences, Greg. Christina, also the same thing. Also, thank you for supporting the channel. Especially Christina, Greg. Thank you for listening. Thank you for everything. And yeah, let's see if someone out there learned from this, and we just keep on sharing the story. That's all we have to do. Whatever we learn, we just give it to the next. It's our job. Whatever we learn, if we're smarter, we just give it to the next until the moment that we die. We gotta think bigger, guys. Let's think bigger. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. See you around. Peace. It's time to go to bed. It's quite late, and I have a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.